Hey people, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be playing an old daily challenge. This one's called Widespread Malfunction from May 2012. So everything that involves technology or mechanical towers is disabled. But not only that, it's on hard, and we don't have farms or villages or road spikes or pineapples. So it's practically NAPS frills already. I'm doing this NAPS, however, I do need selling, but I think I should be able to avoid losing lives as long as I do everything perfectly. Yeah, but as you can see, just about everything is disabled, and even on these ones that we do have, the mechanical paths are disabled, so I can get these to 2-4, but I can't get Spike-a-Pult, and I also can't get Bionic Boomer or Robo-Monkey. So what does that leave us with? Well, not very much. But before you begin placing towers on any daily challenge, you generally want to ask yourself two questions. So the first is A, what am I going to be using to break the Moab layer? And then B, what am I going to be using to deal with lots of ceramics? Oops, I didn't mean to start upgrading that yet. Yeah, but I find that once you can answer those two questions, everything else sort of falls into place. I mean, yes, you have to worry about camos and leads, but like leads you can often solve just with a single tower like this. And camos, you usually just have to figure out how much camo detection to get on towers that you already have already. So that's not usually a huge issue. So just focus on Moabs and ceramics is my advice. Obviously I'm using this Arctic wind and glaive ricochets to deal with ceramics, and to deal with Moabs I'm just doing this dart monkey spam. So if you think that super monkeys would have been a better choice to deal with ceramics, think again. They're just not cost efficient enough. I mean, yes, you could start the game with like a plasma monkey at 2-0, for example, but you're already going to run into problems by like round 52 because you can only aim at one at a time. So on round 52 he can maybe kill the lead one, but by the time that gets popped, the next one will already be like to here and unscathed, and that's going to be bad news. So it's a better idea to just use something with shorter range and more cost effective. Yeah, I mean, super monkeys do have great range, but don't be misled into thinking that makes them automatically good against Moabs all the time. I mean, the range is not really necessary once you start dealing with streams of Moabs, right? Because versus a stream of Moabs, even short-range towers can be attacking constantly, and that's all you really need. Okay, this round has some camo, so I'll get this. I'm going to put this ninja back here. I'll get Seeking Shuriken as soon as I can afford it. So this stuff will work pretty well for a while, but BFBs are going to be a huge problem for this strategy. So the only solution to that I came up with is to use Super Monkey Fan Club to just deal with the first few of them, and then eventually, though, you can't rely on that forever. So you once we have just a huge, disgusting number of dart monkeys, then those will be able to break the BFB layer, and then we'll have 3 or 4 glaive lords back here to deal with the Moab layer. So that should work, hopefully, but getting to that point is going to be very tricky. Okay, so for round 56, I have to watch what I'm buying. I want to get this, and then I want to upgrade like maybe 7 of these total. I already did this one. That's just about all the camo I need. I had like 500 left before I started the round, so I happen to know that that's enough. So I'll be able to afford Super Monkey Fan Club on round 60, as long as I don't spend any more money. Okay, I'm going to start setting these to these ones that have camo. I'm going to put on first, just so they don't shoot at the camo leads. And that should make them just a little bit more efficient, so we can beat this round without leaking. Okay, that worked. Everything back to strong now. Alright. This is round 60, so I need to buy this. And you be careful to keep in mind that the first 10 towers that you buy, or 10 dart monkeys that you buy, are the ones that change into super monkeys. So you want to have these 2 up here on first, and the rest somewhere over here on strong. And that should get you through round 65 if you do it correctly. Right now, though, I'm saving money for my first glaive lord, so I can get that on round 65. Yeah, these glaive ricochets work wonders, as you can see. They've already got this one's already got 6k pops. It's pretty good. Pretty good for a tower that only costs like 2200, 2300 or whatever. So use this on round 64, and obviously we're going to need it on round 65 too. You want to start it a little bit early too. As you can see, it lasts a pretty long time. Okay, so from now until round 77 is going to be kind of tricky because we have to, well, especially round 77, but Any round with lots of BFBs is a nuisance. We're going to have to use our abilities wisely. Actually, I can afford to get a couple more dart monkeys right now. I'm going to put one back there, maybe two more up front. This round has a BFB. Alright, I should have enough camo to deal with this. Yeah, no problem. Oh, you never got upgraded. Whoops. Alright, so start this right away on round 71. Any later and it's not going to recharge in time. And then for round 72 there's a couple of BFBs, but we want to start this a bit early. So it'll hit that. And we basically just need to do a little bit of damage to this next one. You can see it ran out, but we'll be fine. Actually, I kind of want to postpone the end of this round, as weird as that sounds. But that'll give these abilities a bit more time to recharge. Yeah, so I have to do some pretty tweaky stuff to actually beat this, as you can see. Okay, so just spam click this, because it's going to be close. But we did manage to slow these, so now I can use this in time. Okay, so now we don't need this anymore, so I'm going to sell it and trade it for a Glaive Lord. So with these two Glaive Lords and all these Dart Monkeys, we should be able to handle BFB, small numbers of BFBs even without slowing them. So this one we can't slow because we need it for round 75. Okay, so this is where my next Glaive Lord's going. I just want to put it here as a placeholder. In the meantime, though, I just need to build more Dart Monkeys. We pretty much have to be spending all of our money on Dart Monkeys until round 77, or else bad things are going to happen. Oh yeah, slow, slow, so slow. I gonna put these next few? I think I'll put one here, maybe. It needs range, though. Alright, count these as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go. I'm gonna, like, yeah, just the 77 is just crazy. Just spend all the money that you can on basically anything that you think might help. I'm just gonna play this on slow. So with the position of this Arctic wind, it can actually slow these very slightly as they go around that corner. Yeah, you might have wondered why I put this here instead of up here. And the reason is because up here, up here, yeah, it can slow this entire section, but that's at the expense of kind of neglecting this bottom path. And it's actually the bottom path that you have to worry about more on this map. The top path sort of takes care of itself a little bit, because it winds back around and goes next to all these towers a second time. Whereas the bottom path does not do that, so it's more, yeah, you have to pay a little more attention to the bottom one. Okay, so we're going to be okay for this round as long as we don't mess up the timing. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or something like that. It depends on how fast your computer is running. I've just kind of figured this out for my current speed. I think, yeah, that was a little early, but it was good enough. I hope. Wow, that was close. Usually that's not quite so close as that. Okay. I think we're good. This round's not so bad. It has a ton of BFBs, but they arrive slowly, and by now we have a good enough setup that we can handle them one at a time. So no need to worry about that. Okay, so now we have 3 of them. I'm actually going to get started on a 4th one as well. Okay, so we're almost there. With these 2 Glaive Lords, we should be able to, and with this path switched up this time for 81, we should be able to beat this round without slowing it. Which is good, because we definitely need that slow for round 82. So these Glaive Lords can actually hit these, as they go here, and again as they go around this corner. But even with that advantage, it's going to still be a little bit close to leaking, as you can see. Alright, yeah, not much we can do except slow it and cross our fingers. maybe get this as soon as it's ready. I'm getting it down here, of course, because the next few rounds are going to take the bottom path. Yay, Glaive Lords. Alright. So, round 84 is always the clincher, though. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build a super monkey right about here. And just hope you can just make that little bit of difference that we need. Oh shoot, we need to slow this round, of course. Hope I didn't do that too late. Put him on first. I'm going to just be a bit cautious here. I think we'll be okay. Okay, good. Got plasma. Great. Okay, so for round 85, we're going to have to sell a couple of these and make sure he has long range, and then just get double Super Monkey Fan Club, and that'll be good enough. In case you didn't know, activating it twice actually makes these fire double time. So that's pretty cool. And we should be able to take care of this no problem. Alright, done. So if you had trouble with this challenge, it's still hard even if you follow this guide, but good luck. And see you next time.